Yes, remember you said you'd sing the theme for our Westworld discussion. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. You practiced it for 2 days now.
Wait, that's not the tune. What is
There
it?
it is. No, don't stop. Listen to the robots. Yeah, so as you can, it's like, why are we so low energy? We were just outside screaming, sorry, not the keyboard. That's how high energy my leg is, at least. We were just outside screaming about how amazing the finale of Westworld is, and now we're in front of the camera.
I'm just tired of
Oh,
screaming.
exhausted, yeah.
I don't feel well at all.
Yeah, so this isn't what people want to watch.
Well, because it's so good.
It's so good, there you go. This was literally the best thing that's ever happened to me.
It'll never be the same.
No, it never will be. Guys, I don't know what we're going to do until the next season of Westworld is on, because
I'm gonna cry in the corner.
I mean, every second of the season I loved, but like the last episode especially was just like...
It gave me so much life that I can't even bear. I think...
yeah, exactly.
I think I became a host.
We did keep testing outside. We did the guys. What was that guy's name? The Asian dude.
Am I real?
He kept testing himself. We have to keep doing that because we think we're hosts.
I know.
Yeah.
I tried to cut his arm. He was having none of it.
I was into it, but I was acting like I wasn't to try and trick people.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah, so we thought we'd just chat about Westworld, because we haven't done like a discussion type video in a while.
Yeah.
And we know you guys love our opinions on everything. So
of course, because we're always right.
Exactly. So we're here to tell you what to think of Westworld. And first off, if you haven't watched it, watch it now. Don't watch us. This is one time I say don't watch us. Watch Westworld instead.
Yes.
Westworld's better than us.
Yes.
That's how good it is.
It's better than life itself.
It's better than life. It's so good. I literally just, as soon as the episode finished, the first thing I did was message everyone and say, if you haven't watched Westworld, get out of my life.
And then kill myself.
Exactly. We need to...
Kill myself. My damn self.
You have to watch Westworld. It's the best thing ever.
Yes.
Okay, but let's talk about it.
Yeah. Oh my
Let's talk
God.
about it. So, okay, right. We talked about all outside already to remember what we said.
Okay, well, we need some structure here.
No, yeah, but I don't really write everything down, don't I? I haven't written anything down, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Maybe just think of like 3 highlights.
Okay,
of the
well, I want
show.
to talk about. I feel like things that people are most interested in are like what's going to be happening in terms of a story for next season.
But that's for the end.
Sorry, I apologise
I'm
for
taking
bringing it
control
up.
over here.
Okay, go on.
What were your best, like, not best, but like, fuck moments of the show?
Oh my god, so many. It's twist after twist after twist. The only thing is, I've
If
been
y'all
watching a
wanted
lot
a
of
twist.
theory videos in between the episodes, and a lot of theories were saying the old dude was William. But actually, so this is something I wanted to talk about. That's one of my only very small issues with the show, is I don't think the casting for the young and old versions of Billy, William, whatever you want to call him, was particularly good. I mean, obviously...
Highly disagree.
He's... Genuinely? Because obviously, I'm not saying the actors are bad, but I mean in terms of them, like, meshing and being the same person. So, obviously, William's personality changed a lot as he got old, and, like... he toughened up, his mannerisms would be different, but they were just so different completely physically. I mean, older dude's jaw was like 5 times the width.
Mate, he's so old.
He was missing the like beauty mark blemish thing there. Like, I know I have a few physical differences, but also, like I said, mannerisms, like tone of voice and stuff can change, I suppose, but it was just, there's like zero. I couldn't see any of young William in old William. Physically, like mannerisms, personality. Well, personality is excusable, but you know what I mean in terms of actors.
I don't know.
'Cause I mean, I always don't get it. I mean, I know it'd be difficult, but I would always look at, say, you cast your old actor first. I'll look at pictures of him in his youth and try and find an actor that most closely matched to that. But I feel like the only thing I found, because I was watching the episode, I was trying to think of similarities, and it's the eyes. The eye colour is very similar, but apart from that, literally.
But I think they couldn't give too much away. It was supposed to be a twist.
Yeah, no, I get that, but that's what I mean. But if that was the reason, that's a bit sloppy. Because you can do it in enough of a way. That's what I mean. Like, his personality is completely different in the way he talks and stuff. But it's just, there's literally no way they could be the same. Like, it was, the whole point is obviously when you watch stuff, it's about like suspending disbelief or whatever. But I just couldn't suspend my disbelief in this instance.
I don't know. I believed it.
It's like, his story was still fun, but like,
It was still alright.
yeah, but
Just another show. What are you talking about?
I know. That's what I mean. It's like very small gripes. Like, it's just like.
You just have to find something wrong with it.
That's literally my
That's
main
why
issue
we
with the
got-
whole show.
That's why we can never work out.
I know. I need to work on it. I go to therapy to try and sort out my
You really do.
William issues.
But seriously though, okay, so the like fuck moments for you.
Snake Lady.
I'm not talking about just this episode, but
Oh
okay,
god. You know I can't remember anything past the
Oh,
first
okay,
two-
so
past
let's
the
talk
last
about
two.
this episode.
Thank you.
Snake Lady.
She was always
naked.
badass, but like she took the biscuit literally.
She
and
snatched
sliced it in half.
She snatched my wig right off.
Yeah,
right off
was,
its scalp.
She's awesome. Like, I fall in love with people when they're like badass like that. And like I always thought she was awesome, but like during this episode, I'm like, that's the first thing I said. Now I saw her like naked killing everyone. I'm like, I love you. Exactly.
I like kill me
actual
now.
love you.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, girl.
And also, like, okay, one of my like subtler, I don't know, so many like big old shit moments, but one of the subtler things I thought was really cool was like how. Okay, and actually, let's do the big old shit moments first. So Dolores and what's that dude called? Her like host love interest. Teddy on the beach at the end with like the super dramatic scene and like all the lights come on and all the people are there watching.
Yeah.
Like that was chills for me. So it's like it's all a bit Black Mirror-y where it's like what's about what's real, what's not, and like what's done for entertainment and how far that's something like how far can entertainment go? Whereas before it was like twisted and like perverted or whatever like words you want to use, sadistic or whatever. But like that's like because obviously you wouldn't get away with that in our. Well, no, maybe you would do. It's just extreme, isn't it? Like an extreme form of entertainment. If people always like high class people went to go and watch that as entertainment.
Yeah.
Like that's full on.
Dark.
Yeah, dark stuff. And some really, I think it actually has a lot of similarities with Black Mirror generally. This show, but this episode specifically, in terms of it really focused on like what is consciousness and like what makes us human and conscious and all that sort of stuff. And it's really interesting.
There's definitely parallels between the two shows, and that's why I love the two shows so much.
Yeah. But it's just fascinating. Like I love all that sort of stuff. Like it makes you it does raise some questions. Like
we still don't know if we're alive.
I still feel I think I'm like 20% robot. And I think we all know what I'm talking about.
Like it's a 20%.
20% robot. I know. I wish.
You bloody wish. I just think,
one other thing I've just literally thought of is that really cool. I really like the character. I always forget everyone's names. He was dealing cards at the end, like the rogue badass dude.
Yeah.
What's his name? Do you don't remember?
John. No.
Because I felt like his story was going somewhere quite a lot in previous, like a few episodes ago. Like he was a big focus for a few episodes.
Yeah.
And I felt like his character was going to become more significant.
Yeah.
I can sort of see him becoming more significant in season 2 because of this badass thing, like killing the guests and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame that like more didn't happen with him like in the last episode or 2.
Yeah, but he played a major part anyways because he took us through the story of William, kind of.
Well, no, we didn't initially.
Not initially, but it made sense afterwards why William would go back to find him and why he was so important to William.
I think I'm really excited to watch the whole season again. I love stuff that does that.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna watch it and watch it and
yeah,
watch it
a million times. Yeah, 100%. That's one thing I wanted to mention. A bit off tangent, but like I was saying to you, I really loved that they didn't leave us many loose ends. Like most shows, I mean, other awesome shows, like say Orange Is the New Black, for example, they always leave on a massive cliffhanger. By the time the next season comes around, I'm not invested in the previous cliffhanger. Like unless I rewatch episodes just before, which I always try and do. Like I just don't care at that point, and it just annoys me. But like they tied up like pretty much all the loose ends, like all the major story threads.
And this is something that I was really worried about because the producer of Westworld is the same producer of Lost. Well, I don't know if he's the producer, but he's involved, J.J. Abrams. And a lot of people were disappointed in Lost because they thought it was too abstract and the ending was too loose and kind of a lot of people didn't understand it and it was just too open-ended. And I thought because Westworld also deals with a lot of like big questions, it would be too abstract. But it was so entertaining and it did tie up like most of the loose ends, well, all the loose ends,
and created some awesome new ones,
and it still created a will to like keep watching and but
I feel completely fulfilled by this episode.
It fulfilled my life
in all terms.
Sexually,
genuinely,
it was mostly sexual.
Mainly sexual.
It was mostly sexual. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, it's so good. So, what do you think of Dolores' arc? Sort of.
I'm gonna ask
her
me
being
about
Wyatt
her ass.
And her ass.
Her ass is on point.
It is on point.
Her wig is snatched to the gods.
I like that she saw the outfit as well. She's like, outfit change.
Outfit change.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Who's Beyonce? like that. Yeah, it's. I mean, I really liked Evan Rachel Wood before that, but like she. Really,
I know anything about her. No, she's awesome. The acting in this show.
She's always been a great actress, but I just thought like she really embodied both sides of Dolores so well. Like, she could be so vulnerable, and then as Wyatt, she was like,
she was the most captivating character throughout the whole season, really.
Yeah.
There are points where Maeve sort of rivaled her, but she's the most endearing and the most sort of, you're rooting hardest for Dolores the whole way through.
I'm just rooting for the show.
Yeah,
I'm just like, please reach.
What do you think about Maeve? So I was saying to you again, we need to fact check it, but I'm 90% sure that when Bernard was reading like her programming for what she was going to do next in terms of escaping, he said, for example, like, you're going to recruit another host, you're going to do these other things.
I don't think he said that.
I'm sure he did, and then he went against that. Eventually went against that, and she got off the train and stuff. I don't know. Like, obviously, you don't know whether he predicted that was going to happen, but
that's one of the things that we don't know. Is she still following her own code, or did she break free? But I think she's still following some kind of code.
So do I.
Because I really think the only person really to have found her own conscience, and that's why it was such a big moment, is Dolores.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, Maeve rules.
She does. She's awesome. Really cool character.
It's another thing. I mean, not to get all political up in here, but the female characters of this show are all
badass,
incredible.
Yeah, true that.
Incredible. Although, you know, there's all these big male characters as well, like Anthony Hopkins.
The women have control. Oh, I don't know,
but they really mashed it up. I'm not saying, you know, the women were better than the men. I'm saying they mashed it up, and it's really refreshing to see that in a show that, all, you know, there was a lot of complex characters of both genders, which is pretty cool.
Do you think, conspiracy theory, I do genuinely think that, like, badass boss lady, I can't remember anyone's name,
Yasmin.
Yellow dress, oh yeah, that's the one, yellow dress, that she could be Maeve's daughter?
No,
I think so. I bet that's gonna be twist in season 2. Think of all the twists we've had.
All black people are related.
That's why.
Oh, here we go
because think of the age difference.
It wasn't Michelle Obama.
It was definitely Michelle Obama. No, because she would have grown up. Like, she obviously.
No, she was a host, bitch. She can't grow up.
No, the daughter.
The daughter was also a host, boo boo. They wouldn't give a real kid.
No, there was.
A host.
No, there's a real daughter outside. She's like, here's your real daughter. So what happened was,
she's inside the maze. That's why she left.
No. Okay, right.
God.
No, Yaz. Honestly, I think I'm right with this one. So the scientist dude gave her a piece of paper. Like, this is your real daughter. So how I interpreted that. Listen to what I'm saying. How I interpreted that was that I think a lot of the hosts have memories of real people implanted into them.
No, boo.
So who was in that piece of paper then?
Babe, if that was true, William couldn't kill the kid.
Okay, no. Focus on the bit of paper. Who was on the bit of paper?
That was inside the Westworld. This is an address inside Westworld where they're still using that host.
Oh. Never mind then. Yeah, when I first saw the bit of paper, I thought it was inside the park, and I thought it was outside. And she's still leaving.
It's Park 1, something. But
that's what I thought initially, and I thought maybe like outside. Well, it was only one park anyway.
If she was outside and she saw the kid, she would have gone outside to look for her. But no, she came back to save the host that is her kid.
Oh, it's all added up. Yeah. Alright, that's not a good conspiracy theory, then I'll take that one back.
Yep.
Do you think William's going to be... I don't like the fact that William's still alive. Why is he still alive?
Barely.
I was saying, but he was like literally facing like an army of whatevers.
Yeah, but he got shot.
Yeah, in the shoulder. Anyone can get shot in the shoulder.
It's true. When they get... In any show or film, if they get shot in the shoulder, they survive.
Yeah. So,
only in life.
But why was he not shot?
Because he wants to get killed. He was happy. He was like, yes.
Yeah, that was weird. I still okay. Relating to my other thing, like my gripe is I don't know, like the evolution of his character or whatever. Like, I get his motivations and stuff, and like, but it's just a bit too two-dimensional. The fact that like he'd be happy being killed by a host, and like it seemed like that's sort of what he most wants, was to be beaten up by a host or whatever.
It's not that. It's.
I want you to know even playing field.
He felt something real with the host, which was Dolores, and then he realized she was just back in the loop, and it was all her code anyways.
Yeah.
So his dream was to actually see a host break their own code.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, if it's to the point where like the way that's going to happen is you getting killed by one, then
because that's the ultimate thing. That's the one thing.
I suppose he's old. I think
It's
he's
like
old enough to
it's
die.
like the first rule of what's his face? You know that guy who wrote I, Robot?
iRobot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bernard. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
Not Bernard.
Bernard. That's him.
It was Bernard. The first rule of robots is they can't harm a human. They can't kill a human.
Yeah.
So that is the ultimate thing.
But it just seems. Do you understand what I'm saying though? I understood that part of the story, but I mean, it's just a bit too like black and white, too 2D. That like, it just seems a bit stupid.
You're stupid.
Because like, think of all he's gone through that character. Yeah, but I'm not in the show. He's a lead character. That's why I'm sat in my basement talking about it. But like, think of his character progression, like all the things he's been through. It just seems like he's an intelligent person. He's gone. I don't know. It just seems like the end goal would be different to me.
But isn't that what we all watching want to see?
What, to get killed by a robot?
No, want to see a robot break the code.
Yeah. Oh, that's one thing I didn't understand this episode. So there was a point when Dolores shot him or he got shot a few times. Did Teddy shoot him? I don't remember.
Teddy.
But he obviously survived that. Is that because the bullets don't really affect humans?
Yes.
But in what I guess from the host's point of view, it looked like he did die. Like you could see blood and stuff coming out, couldn't you? When he was being shot. Could you not?
No.
Ah, I thought you could. Okay.
It seemed like blanks to me, anyways.
Okay.
Because remember, he got shot as back in the day. Remember when he got shot for the first time, and
yeah, no, I remember that. But maybe it was way. No, I do. Maybe it's the way it was filmed. No, I did. It was the way it's filmed or something. I don't know. Who else do you think is a host who we don't know about?
Do you think there'll be more like that?
I think Anthony Hopkins.
No, he dead. He gone.
I don't know.
Because Anthony Hopkins, he had to die. He had to die at the end. That was the big thing. Anthony Hopkins has to die. Is the moral of the show. No, he's got other films to make.
Does he know? Is there anything in between Hannibal and Westworld?
Oh my god.
Has he? I don't know what's going on in the world. Is he a big actor generally? I've only known him from Hannibal.
Fair enough.
What else has he done?
Lots.
Cinderella, the animated film.
Yes, he's.
Was he Cinderella?
He was in,
numbers 1 and 2.
He was in the third Aladdin.
Oh, yeah. This is a good segue. No, it's not. There's a really good book about like cyborgs and stuff called Cinder. It's a really good series. It's like based on like fairy tales in the future and things like that. It's really good. It's really good. It's for teens. It's like teen post-apocalyptic drama. It's my fave. It's gonna be
I
fun
also
to see.
recommend reading I, Robot.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's
Cool.
nothing to do with the film with Will Smith,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah. I watched Cinema Sins on that the other day.
The book was written, I don't know, in the 70s or whatever. It was written a long time ago. And it a lot of, like, most of the films about robots nowadays take a lot from that book. And it's really interesting. And the stories they're all, like, short stories that sort of are connected and they all involve the 3 laws of robotics. And it's really good. I had to read it because I was doing IT.
I definitely downloaded the audiobook. You had to read it.
It was part of my IT
That's
course.
awesome. That's really cool. My question for you guys is: should we watch Westworld, the original film? Because everyone I know who's seen it, which is like 3 people, said it's terrible.
It probably is.
So I think so too. But do you guys think it's worth watching? Because I need some sort of Westworld fix in my life, even if it's not great. Like just anything like that adds to the lore or like alternate. I don't know.
I'll watch it because I just need my fix. But I know that it's not going to be that great. A lot of like 80s movies about robots were like just ended up too abstract. Like everyone is a robot.
That's sorry again because I keep saying these things like when we chatted normally, so I forgot to say them on camera. The production values of this show have been off the scale. Like it was like watching a blockbuster Hollywood film the whole way through. Better, genuinely.
So
like, I've never seen. I was saying to Yaz, I've never seen
so
effects as good as at the beginning of this episode with like Dolores. I mean, this is just one example of the awesome effects, but like Dolores is like mainly a robot with just like her face and torso, whatever, her bust. Being human skin, the rest of it just robot, and she moved in that form where it just like it didn't look computer generated in the slightest to me. It looked real.
And
a lot of the show does, like the way they make the robots and everything, and I don't know, it's just the whole way through.
I thought, for me, what I was telling you, I thought the most impressive one when they reproduced like a younger version of Anthony Hopkins, and they obviously mashed a young Anthony Hopkins with a sort of CGI created man.
I need to see that. I didn't notice properly.
Like close to flawless. It was so good.
I need to
and when
see
I
that.
saw it for the first time, I was like, "Fuck!" That was the best thing.
Yeah.
To me, anyways, it was so impressive.
Yeah.
They did it so well. Everything is so good. I don't know how to cope anymore.
No, neither do I.
I think I'm lagging.
Oh my god. So yeah, is there anything else you wanted to say about Westworld? I think we talked for 20 minutes and literally said nothing of value.
No,
We were just really excited. We're like, we've watched like quite a lot of seasons together. We've like loved every second of it.
Yeah.
We're both
I
like
think
super passionate about it.
Next steps. What's gonna happen next? Do you think? What are your theories here?
So what's changed again outside is like I'm thinking it might turn a bit into like 28 days later because I'm guessing the guests are now locked in the park and some of them will try and survive. And I guess the second season may focus more on the guests than the hosts because obviously this season's focused more on the hosts. So maybe there'll be a few guests that you really get connected to and maybe have like good motives coming into the park we haven't discovered or looked into yet, and we might be rooting for them to survive, and they might make friends with some hosts and get them onto their side, and I don't know, maybe reverse everything.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You're welcome, HBO.
We're really selling the show. Yeah, I think we'll see the final uprising of
Oh, my only thing
Dolores
is,
and as a god.
yes. The only thing is,
She's
I
my
hope
god.
that like they do it in the right way so they can continue it for more seasons. Because like I don't know how they're going to continue to season 2 whilst watching this episode, but now they've got an awesome setup for season 2. Hopefully, like you said like the climax and the uprising and all that. Like hopefully they don't do it like they do it in a way that so there's still more content for a 3rd and 4th and 5th season.
Yeah, because I think like right now I can see like how it would be entertaining to watch and like.
What, season 2?
Yeah, but the beauty of the show for me is that it does, create a lot. It's just a lot of symbolism, but also badassness.
Yeah.
So I want to still see a bit of both. I don't want to see just action. I do want to see a lot of action.
Yeah. It's always got a good balance. Like it's not. I always thought about Westworld. It's not taking it to the point like True Blood. I love, for example. I think I obviously watched it back in the day. I think I still love it now. But like that was a bit of like a 12-year-old's wet dream sort of thing. Like it was just like really full on like sex and violence and stuff. And it's a good story as well. But like that other stuff was really in your face. So I feel like Westworld's like a classier balance. Like it's just it's well balanced. Like it's like got everything you like, all the different areas you'd want, but like in healthy proportions.
There's tits.
Yep.
There's tits.
Yep.
There's more tits.
A lot of tits.
And then there's Anthony Hopkins.
Exactly, with the best tits of them
and
all.
his tits.
Some may say.
Exactly.
That's what we're waiting for. That's the main dream for season 2. Is a nip slip from Hopkins.
Oh my gosh! Please now.
Yes.
He's dead though. It's a dead nip slip,
it's not gonna
which
stop.
is even better.
If I was in the park, what's under there, Mr. Hopkins? Mr. Hopkins, you
Mr.
surprised me. You did not disappoint.
Oh my god, this video is taking a turn.
For the better.
I knew it would.
Yeah, so, or maybe what we should do, again, if you guys are interested, we'll actually do it, because we're definitely going to watch season again anyway. We should watch every episode and maybe, like, analyse.
Oh, I thought you were going to say nip slip.
No, go on then. Yeah, actually, we're dying for a nip slip on YouTube. Yeah. Watch every episode and analyse it with a potential nip slip per episode. The potential of it will increase.
Definitely not mine. I have no nips. It's a condition.
You had them taken off in the war, didn't you?
I really hope no one sees this.
I'm sending it to your mum. Yeah, so maybe something like that, because like it'll be like I'm really excited to watch the series again. To be honest, I can watch the whole thing now.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see all the signs.
But if you guys want to start a Westworld crew, we could do like talk about every episode and like analyse it and think about what could be happening in season 2 and Now We Know the Truth, and I don't know if you guys fancy it, because we'll do it.
Oh yeah, we'll do anything.
Yeah, of course we will.
Anything for the likes.
Yeah. That's it. Subscribe, please.
Watch Westworld.
But watch Westworld more. I would, yeah, exactly. Unsubscribe and watch Westworld. That's that's fine with me, sort of. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about it?
I would like to say that I love your relationship.
Yeah. Saying really appeals to drag people, but I'm going to a drag show tomorrow. Christmas
you.
Queens.
Fuck
I got invited last
you.
minute.
Fuck you.
So I'll try and vlog that or chat about it or something. So yeah.
I'm not going.
No. Sorry about it. Yeah, cool. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon in some capacity. We'll do something together. Let us know what you think of Westworld, things like that. I don't know what else to say. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.